That's an explosion in the Syrian border city of Kobani, where much of this documentary-style video is set. We won't show you the most horrific images of ISIS's victims, but the video also uses clips of reporters reporting from the besieged area and news reports from Western media showing world leaders condemning ISIS's actions. Another clip right here appears to show ISIS fighters shooting down a military helicopter in Iraq, if we have that clip. Jim Sciutto, CNN chief national security correspondent, with us now. There's also, Jim, at the end of this, a mention of President Obama. President Bush is mentioned. What is the purpose of this video?
Well, all these videos, they have the same purpose. They brag and they threaten. They brag about, for instance, there's a clip of shooting down an Iraqi helicopter. There are pictures of the dead YPG fighters. These are the Kurdish fighters who were fighting ISIS in Kobani. But they also threaten, all of this intended to attract recruits and supporters. But the threat was interesting, and I'll just read the translation of it. It says, if Obama promised you with defeating the Islamic State, then Bush has also lied before him, making the point here, because remember, ISIS originated with al-Qaeda in Iraq going back to 2005, 6, 7, and the U.S. was fighting al-Qaeda, in effect the same fighters, including al-Baghdadi, the leader, in Iraq. So they're saying here, listen, you tried to defeat us in Iraq 7, 8 years ago. It didn't work. You're going to fail again. That's in effect their message of this video.
We think of ISIS, Jim, and ISIS is Syria and ISIS is in Iraq, but now you have a militant group in Egypt, the predominant one there in this hugely important country, vowing loyalty to ISIS. What can you tell us about this?
Yeah, this is a big deal. One, it just shows the international appeal of ISIS as it has won successes in Iraq and Syria. It becomes, the new star terror outfit. We've seen that in their recruiting numbers, particularly of foreign fighters, 1,000 a month, and that has not let up with the U.S.-led air campaign. In fact, there's some that believe that this U.S.-led air campaign will actually increase recruiting because they see ISIS is standing up to the West and its powerful military. But now you have this Egyptian group that to this point has been principally focused on attacking the Egyptian government and military, now swearing allegiance to ISIS. The worry here is, does that group then take its campaign against civilians, which has been ISIS's strategy, and that's a big deal. Egypt is a very powerful and populous country, but it's also a country that Americans, a lot of Westerners visit. Will this bring those kinds of attacks to a place that many of us might visit someday? But also, would it threaten this government? Remember, Egypt is a U.S. ally. It's an Israeli. It's got diplomatic relations with Israel. So it shows that ISIS has power beyond its power base now.